Hey everybody, Fit here, doing another reaction video to something I saw last night on Spike TV. I was watching their E3 Live All Access coverage, and today I'm gonna be talking just my first impressions on what I thought of the Star Wars 1313 gameplay. And so, we didn't really see a whole lot of it. I don't know if they're gonna be revealing more gameplay of it as we go down the week into more E3 demos and stuff, but they showed very little of it. They showed an intro kind of cutscene, and they showed some I guess I don't know how you describe it, kind of like Uncharted, I guess, kind of like a platforming kind of thing. Is crawling up this airspeeder or shuttle that was crashing, and we saw some shooting, some third-person cover-based shooting, and just my initial reactions on that. I don't really know what to think right now. It looks good. It looks, actually great. All the effects look fantastic. But what they sell on the Game Trailers TV that they made that using PCs, made that for PCs. So I don't know how the console version's gonna be yet. We don't really know about that. I'm just kind of afraid they're gonna Battlefield 3 it. You still get the same experience, it just doesn't look as pretty. Which, that's expected, because, PCs, of course, modern PCs a lot more powerful than PS3 or Xbox. And so, I'm anxious to eventually see some console footage for the game. And, just one of my thoughts of it. It's nice to see that they're still making, something that's, I guess, a new Star Wars story in the universe, and not just going along with, another, Force Unleashed 3 or something. They're making something new, experimenting, trying to go out there. And so, I like that they're, trying something else. From what I've heard, that the game will be set entirely on Coruscant, especially in particularly level 1313. So I don't know if that's true. If we're gonna get to see any more of the planet, maybe go to the surface some, maybe see some outer space. I just think that maybe if you just show one level of Coruscant, it might not be exactly a wide color palette. For people that watch Star Wars, that Coruscant isn't exactly the most vivid place, but we have seen, especially in episode 2, it can be very bright and colorful. So I hope to see some of that. This is still early on for the game. I don't know how long they've been working on it, they didn't say, but they only showed us a little bit. They didn't really show anything very colorful. It's just kind of your metallic, grays and all that. And another thing, the sound effects, I didn't really hear any. There were some sound effects. They were definitely Star Wars, like the blasters and the hologram. But for some reason, it didn't really sound a whole lot like Star Wars to me. I'm not sure why. It's just to me, there's a few requirements that you need to meet that gives it something a Star Wars identity. And one of them is, how does it sound? We especially got the aliens. Each alien species has its, specific dialect that we all recognize. Rhodians sound like Rhodians, and Weequays sound like Weequays. And so we didn't really see, hear any, aliens speak, but, they only showed us, probably, I don't know, probably told us up to about just, a minute of gameplay. And, the music in the beginning, where it's the cutscene, and they haven't told us what the name of the characters are, but these two bounty hunters are in the shuttle going down to level 1313 of Coruscant. We heard a little bit of music, and it kind of sounded like a version of the Cloud City piece of music we heard at Cloud City. I can't really describe how it sounds to you without sounding a little stupid, like it goes. No, I'm not doing that. But it sounded like kind of like a version of that. So maybe they're having like their own original music in the game. I'm not sure like who's like gonna be writing the music, who conducted it. But looks like they're taking John Williams' score as kind of the basis and expanding upon it, which I like that idea. But of course they're still gonna have like the Star Wars theme. Every Star Wars game ever always starts with the big scrolling text. So I'm sure that they're gonna have that. And another thing that like a Star Wars game that gives its identity is space. And I don't know if we're going to see any space. Surely we got to see something, maybe just a cutscene of it. But it'd be nice to just take the action somewhere else besides just one place. And I guess that kind of leads me to another point of what makes a Star Wars game a Star Wars game is that it's not just confined to a small place. You got an entire galaxy, an entire universe of a wide variety of planets, locations, aliens, environments, and stuff. And it seems as if they're just restricting it to Coruscant. That's kind of cutting back on it. From what concept art I've seen of it, it looks to be taking place in the dark times. The times, for those of you who don't know, is when the Empire's in full force, in between Episode 3 and Episode 4. And so I hope we get to see, some stormtroopers and some Imperials and stuff. Like I said, only like a minute of gameplay, we didn't really see anything Imperial. But I hope to see some of that in the future. And maybe even some cameo appearances. We don't have to see a lot of them. I like how, they're creating a new cast of characters and not relying on ones they've already created. But, if we see maybe a brief appearance by somebody we recognize, the whole story is revolving around, criminals and stuff, so, maybe, a Boba Fett cameo, maybe, just saying. That'd be nice to see. And so, yeah, that's kind of my just first impressions of Star Wars 1313. I'm anxious to see more gameplay of it, and, to see where this thing goes in the future. They haven't announced any release dates yet, but, I'll certainly be keeping track of this game for any more information that comes out. So, thanks for tuning in. This is JokerFett signing out. Bye.